Bitcoin has just seen a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly time frame and continues to sell off. Now, we were waiting for this beginning week to start to see what the weekly candle was actually going to do on cryptocurrency and stocks as a whole, and we are seeing a breakdown across the board. Bitcoin is trading at 93,000, breaking under a crucial level and into a supply zone. If we don't hold this supply zone, Bitcoin is going to have a nice sell-off down to potentially 84,000. Now, earlier today in Discord, I called out Bitcoin under 94,000, coming down to between 91 and 84K. The reason for that is because this is the macro ascending trend line right around 91K for Bitcoin to potentially retest and get a bounce off of. If we don't get a bounce off of that, you could come somewhere to the bottom of this supply zone or the next support I see around 84K. Now, again, this could very well not hold, and that could bring us to retest 79K to shake some paper hands out and get that last move higher, if we even get a last move higher. Now, MicroStrategy decided that they actually want to just turn around and buy more Bitcoin. They just bought another 5,262 Bitcoin worth about $561 million, now holding almost $43 billion. Do they know something we don't? And if they don't know something that we don't, watch MicroStrategy for an absolute collapse if Bitcoin starts to scale down, because they are losing billions of dollars by the hour. Okay, I want to cover real quick two more cryptos, then some stocks. AMC, Gamestop, squeeze plays, and all of this is going to coordinate together. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn post notifications on if you don't have them on already for when I upload. XRP. I said earlier, if XRP can't hold $2.15, we are coming down to $1.96. We are fighting to break under this level. You can see we are still trading at $2.15 over here in the bottom right corner. Hopefully my head doesn't take it up, but we are trading at $2.15 exactly. We just brushed under it to test it, wicking all the way down to almost $2.13. Again, watch for this breakdown. This could be major buying opportunity across the board. Now, why is this so confusing? Well, if you take a look at something like Dogecoin, you can see that we recently got this breakdown coming all the way down here to about 26 cents, which would have been an insane buying opportunity, but a lot of paper hands actually ended up exiting. Now, this is the same thing that happened back during the 2021 squeeze across the board, right? You saw Dogecoin trade in these parallel channels and come way down here and test the bottom around 15 cents, and then having a parabolic move all the way up to 74 cents. Well, this low was lower than where we're at now, so theoretically Dogecoin should surpass that all-time high if we have another parabolic move up. But why are things across the board giving us mixed signals like this bearish engulfing on Bitcoin and everything else selling off? Well, today we got consumer confidence in, and it's not actually that good. This is the lowest consumer confidence has been since September of 2024. On top of the recent Fed meeting, we are seeing more and more indicators that we are going into a recession or are already in a recession. We are also seeing U.S. manufacturing struggle as well. Manufacturing job openings fell by 13,000 in October to 465,000, which is the lowest since September of 2020. Now, this marks the fourth consecutive monthly decline in manufacturing employment. This sector is contracting. Now, the only way the market gets a potential short-term boost is Donald Trump, and we are holding up on the day. We came back down to a crucial level and wicked under it to kind of spook people under 588. I said under 588, you're likely to ride puts down to 586. We actually got a little bit of a fake out. There was no confirmation there, at least looking on the 45-minute candle. Now, the SPY has to actually break above a couple of key levels for us to even go long on the SPY. First of all, 595 is just where we start watching it. Then a break above 600 is where we start leaning bullish. And then ultimately a break back above 606 and close above that is where we finally go long to 623.35. As of right now, still very bearish overall as a whole. But again, we are playing out a very similar pattern back here to the beginning of November, which was probably one of the best months that we have seen, where we gapped down, kind of consolidated, and then gapped higher twice. We got this gap higher. looking for that second gap higher to take us right around 606, retrace, and then get that move to 623. Now, this is bullish case scenario. We obviously talked about bearish case scenario. I want to give you a couple of stocks to watch. One of them being Mara, and the reason I have to restore connection is because I was trying to fix my mic still currently. If you've been watching the channel, you can hear that it's clipping a little bit. I ordered something for it, but I also was messing with it today. So let me know if it sounds a little bit better. Take a look at Mara. Keep it on your radar before we touch on these short squeeze plays. Once it comes down to 1750 or 1725, I would be watching for calls on Mara if everything decides that it wants to hold up. But ultimately, you want to see if Bitcoin is going to hold up as well. Just keep a side eye on Mara. Mara also just raised almost $2 billion from 0% convertible notes in November and December. Using the proceeds from a zero coupon convertible notes offerings, they acquired almost 16,000 Bitcoin for $1.53 billion at 98K. Now, they are currently in the red, but this was a bold move by Mara. Moving on, Tesla. We called out potential calls in Discord when we came down to around 421. Tesla actually hold down here. This is great. And you're also seeing a long tail wick to start the week. Okay. This recent week that we just saw, this was not a good candle because of how large this wick to the upside was, right? It means there was a lot of sellers up here who were okay with selling sub 500. Ultimately driving the price down to close beneath 458, which was that next resistance level. Now, Tesla is getting a little bit of a relief bounce, trying to figure out price discovery, right? There was a lot of buyers down here. We did hold support, but what we want to see is momentum and a body candle close above this level at 460. Okay, that is something that I'm watching ultimately for Tesla, but this could just be the beginning for Tesla, and we could see a quick move to 518, 555, so on and so forth. Now, US tech companies Palantir and Anduril to form a consortium with SpaceX and OpenAI to jointly bid for US defense contracts, which ultimately leads us into Palantir. Palantir got a disgusting double top if this ends up playing out, okay? It didn't end up playing out just yet. We would need to see a break under 76, but this could be a very, very disgusting looking double top for Palantir, and you could see by the beginning of January, Palantir come down to retest $60. But ultimately, if this double top does not play out, which I'll tell you what to look for in a second, you're watching between $95 and $101 during that same time frame, beginning of January before absolute collapse. Now, what makes this likely a perfect double top? Well, first, you do have a little bit of a gap here down to around $78, and we did wick down and hold that level. So we are seeing a good first signal. Next up, you would like to see a hold and close above $76, which we are likely to see. We are still trading at $79.50. But ultimately, along the lines of that, you want other tech stocks and the overall market to hold up and give direction. You want to see the SPY potentially go green for Palantir. You want to see Tesla hold up, and you want to see Nvidia hold up as well. Nvidia did have a good looking chart this morning, but it is very indecisive as to what it wants to do. I assume once the market gets a God candle to the upside or downside, Nvidia is going to likely do the same thing. Last but not least, before we touch on AMC, GameStop, Nissan, and Honda have confirmed they have entered into merger talks. Now, there were a lot more buy orders coming in on GameStop through the dark pools this morning, and a lot of people are saying that Roaring Kitty is going to release what is in the box on Christmas, right? He's going to show us what is in the box. That is our Christmas present. All this other stuff correlating to the Time magazine post that he posted, which was from Christmas of 2006. And then everything happens potentially backwards, where you have the Cheers starting on 109, right? Because that was the end of his Cheers video. Then you have the crash. Then you have the melt up. There are a lot of tinfoils going on right now, but are we going to see something actually start on the 25th? In my opinion, we are already in the storm. Before I show you the charts, take a look at Blackberry. Blackberry, we have been talking about trading in this parallel channel, got a break out of this parallel channel, trading at $3.70. It is the same looking chart that you saw from back during the 2020-2021 rally. Now, what does this mean? Well, Blackberry ran 117% off of that. If we saw the same exact thing, you're looking between $4.80 and $5 for Blackberry to come to, and that is just the first leg up. That is before, essentially, right, coming back down mid-February, okay, to February 14th, before squeezing higher and making higher high which is what you saw back here when it ultimately rallied with AMC and GameStop. Okay, so keep an eye on Blackberry. Now, Treehouse Brewing Co. tweeted that we are so back. Hopefully this is the case. Looking at the weekly time frame, GameStop actually had a beautiful open candle, in my opinion, opening above $29.50, which was a crucial level that I wanted to see us hold. Now, GameStop is building a candle inside between $29.50 and $31. We ultimately want to see this candle be a breakout candle, hopefully to $36 this week, but it is a very, very short week, so keep that in mind as well. If we take a look at GameStop on the 1 hour time frame, we were getting hard resistance right around $30.30, but we are trying to break out and retest it right now. What I ultimately want to see, I want to see more volume come in on GameStop, and I think that will be unexpected and it will come in, and that is when we get the moves higher. What I can tell you is I did add more calls to GameStop. If you want to know those exact calls, be in the Discord. AMC decided it wanted to sell off, down 2.6%, while GameStop is up 2%. A little bit odd, right? We've talked about this before. Maybe Roaring Kitty discloses ownership in AMC, or there's some sort of catalyst, but ultimately AMC needs a ton more volume. You can see when we got a little bit of volume, right, back here on earnings, AMC decided that it almost wanted to push out past $5.60. We came all the way up and pressed up here. As of right now, based on several things that we are tracking, we are in the phase, we are in the zone for AMC and GameStop for them to get moves. Just watch for volume pickup and AMC to bounce. I don't think we continue to sell off, but if we do, watch for a hold of $4. This ascending trend line right here, we don't want to make a low beneath it. This is AMC, back to what we're tracking. You can see we did get this climb ultimately, and then this harsh sell-off before squeezing higher. Obviously, we were looking at this as if this was the bounce, then this harsh sell-off, but it's too held down to even really call out where we're trading at, right? AMC is very, very pinned down. Overall, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the video or found value out of the video. Make sure to like the video on your way out. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because if everybody who watched the videos every single day subscribed, we would be over 50K subs. If you didn't see the video I uploaded yesterday, is an important video with some good due diligence, hold through the storm. Make sure to go watch that. The Discord link is in the top of the description, and I will pin it in the top of comments for you guys. And alongside that link is a Moomoo link. It's a free broker. Both of these links will be very important. If you open an account through the free broker using my link and deposit into your account once they approve you, it should take you 2 minutes, right? They will start giving you free stocks. Each of these stocks that they're going to give you is up to $2,000 of value, which you can keep, sell, completely up to you. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is my personal opinion, and I assume you're paper trading, all that other stuff. They are also going to give you 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash, which is very, very good, especially the way the market is whipsaw. Level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, reviewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader. So go do that, open an account, and make a deposit into there. Get in the Discord. It's the top link. You can come see my trades, talk with me, request videos, talk with the most amazing people, stocks, and crypto all day long. There are no bad questions. I don't care if you just started trading or you've been trading for years. Get in here, guys. We also have a ton of other benefits, including several alerts that will be very beneficial for you. But that is it. I love you all. God bless. Lottery Stocks out.